From the time I was a little girl, books and libraries have been important to me. I remember walking from my family home on Princess Avenue down to Wellington and going into that brick building and seeing treasures and treasures full of books. I remember meeting Mrs. Fox, and Mrs. Fox would guide me in my choices, and when I picked a particularly good book, one by C.S. Lewis or Tolkien, she would say, "Oh, that's a very good choice, dear." And I would lug out my 7 books and hide away in my bedroom and read and read and read. Well, libraries have changed. They're not only all about books nowadays. I never would have thought that I could ever be chair of this incredible library system, but I was for a period of time. I learned that we have 15 local governments. We have 23 libraries that are all part of this great system. We all have reciprocal borrowing privileges with each other. I learned that libraries are more than books. We have DVDs, audiobooks, books for the visually impaired, sections for teens, for children. We have newspapers from around the world and periodicals. We have a huge reference section, and we have a computer section as well where people can come just to check their email or to log on to the internet and get all the kinds of information that they need. Kids come here after school to do their homework. It's a great place to come and be with your friends and work hard or just enjoy the simple pleasure of reading. The problem with the library is that it's 15,000 square feet, and we've grown as a community. It's a lovely, lovely place to be, but we need more space. So in discussions with the community, we've determined that we need another library. We want to build this library by the year 2012 on the Sarda side, and we want to make sure that it's a library that has all the bells and whistles of a modern library. We've gone around throughout the Lower Mainland and looked at examples of libraries that we would like to have, and we've decided that a boutique library would be something that would meet our needs. A boutique library, well, that's a place where you can pick up bestsellers. You can find a newspaper from New York. You can have a cup of cappuccino and sit by the fireplace. You can go on to that computer system as well. Your kids can come from their schools surrounding that area and will be able to do their homework after school. Kids, you'll be able to come in and you'll be able to find the latest books by the greatest authors. And it'll be a place where you can not only visit with your friends, but you can learn something too. So if you're in favor of building a library on the Sarda side of the freeway, if you're in favor of having more books and more access to books, then I ask you to remember me when you go to the polls. Sharon Gaetz for mayor. Thanks.